And look at how he defines useless talk, guys. Okay? He defines useless talk, and this is the first disease, as in, you say, talking about that which you shouldn't have no concern for, really. That's what it means. And that ties right to the prophetic statement, min husl islam al-mara' tarkuhu ma la ya'ni, from the excellence of one's Islam is not to concern themselves with things that are none of their business. And the definition of useless talk, which he puts here, is to talk about something for which would not be committing an offence, or where you would keep quiet about it, would not cause harm then, or indeed later on. Did people understand his definition of useless talk or not? There's no harm to it, there's nothing of the sort. There's no harm, no offence, but by keeping quiet over it, it's not going to cause harm either. Either then or indeed later on, which is a really, really wise thing. Now, what I find interesting, he actually gives example, right? For example, you are sitting with some people relating to them, some of your travels, and what you saw of mountains and rivers, and so on. Another example would be asking others about something useless. For by asking them, you are wasting your own time, as well as theirs, by making them answer you. Hey, by the way, tweeting, posting, this all comes in this. This is all part of it. So the next time you want to take a picture of the food that you've ordered at a restaurant or something, now you know what it is. You now take the action of, right, no more pictures of my milkshakes. But then you've got everybody else sending you pictures of their milkshakes. So in as much as you identify it as useless talk, but now you're dealing with other people, aren't you? Who, as you know and I know, and this is one of the mundane realities of where we are, and people's sensitivities, if you don't give the thumbs up, or like a little, smiley face, or something like, oh, that looks wicked, what are you potentially running into now? People getting offended. Well, there's one thing that you don't do it, and by you not doing it, somewhat then gets expected that you don't respond to that, and so it's not an offence thing, because people who know you, they say, well, they don't really do that, so it's not like they're being offensive, that's just their manner. So you kind of set the standard in your own behaviour first. So it doesn't get interpreted as a shunning. And let's say that you do know that someone's going to, some people are just really sensitive, they'll bring it up at some point. I wrote that post and that and this and that, or I sent that message and you didn't even reply. This is where you need to be intelligent, because it's far more important that you don't break someone's feelings within reason. Obviously, some people can be absolutely unreasonable in their expectation of how they want to get. But if it means you doing something small that you know that's going to mean that they're, it makes them happy. But be careful. You're not doing it so intrinsically to keep them happy. You're doing it because you recognize Allah loves that type of behavior. So you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for the reason of knowing that by doing that, Allah approves of such things with that concern. Within reason. There's a balance to that as well. Like, to what extent do you do that? You don't let it go to the point where you end up compromising yourself.